moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bouaga only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouaga
I see that it's a production sharing contract between the Republic of Liberia and Owanto Petroleum Liberia Limited, Liberia Offshore Block LP15. Owanto Petroleum Liberia Limited. Is Owanto Petroleum Liberia Limited registered under the laws of Liberia?
Thank you, Honorable, for that question. Yes, they are registered under the laws of Liberia.
Where are they headquartered? And how long have they been registered under the laws of Liberia?
Our Minister of Justice, can you answer that question, please?
I don't have sufficient information to say whether or not, to indicate where they are headquartered or not. So I am not, and unfortunately, the Minister of Justice does not represent Toronto. So
yeah, but in the mail to you, what's the return address?
the assumption is that we receive a mail from them. We have not received a mail from them. We dealt with them.
LPRA, in the return address, what return address you have for Rancho Liberia? So please change the address.
Yes, so it's Sinkhawk, it's 19th Street.
Team.
I'm not certain.
So, Mr. Chairman, so the government of Liberia is dealing with an entity, and nobody from the government of Liberia representing here seems to know where Owanto is headquartered in Liberia. Am I assuming right?
No, Honorable.
So where is Owanto's headquarters in Liberia?
19th Street, Sinkhawk.
19th Street, Sinkhawk. How long has Owanto?
When they work on a new road they're doing, all the new road are Suzo CCC project. They have not got the new money, all the money that all the things that we pay for. We pay and sign all the contracts. Some of the things we didn't sign contract, but the money was already procured. We had some of the money, we signed some of the loan, the money was available. When the contractual procurement process needs to be done, they can go into it because government are continuing with it. Look at RIA, they're taking RIA, all the money was done, contract signed, but the road is being done. But road cannot be done in one day. So people are doing the road again to power. He didn't want to do the road. Some of the road that you see going 80%, he did that 1 year they do 80% of the road. The road was being done, all the one was leaving. The road from Tapita to Saklepe, from Tapita to Ganta, from San Nicolas to Logato, all the road in Nima going in the southeast, all done by CDC. But government are continuing with it, so you can't be continuing. So they have not done anything new. But when you say to them, because the one way election, they see with a lot of kilo power, they'll continue a lot of see with, yeah. But when we're doing road, they say road was not priority. They say that road will eat. They say road should not have been done. The government should have focused on different things. Say we use road as one of our major pillars. Why is it they use
to talk to Spoon? Because Spoon fool the people the book of Bouaga. Yes! Lord told me how Lord told people that have been having 45 years experience. And see what's going on here. See what's going on here.
What's going on here? You want to lock the camera in?
Very tough! Very tough!
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to lock the camera?
To get money. You see the time?
To get money high right now?
One. Yes! see the US rate. And the man with a 45-year experience is just a bluff. For nothing experience there. For nothing experience brought you to the people here. You see, when you see this police running behind you, taking your market, how people eat. Just my school coming open now. School just tell my school coming open. And I want for you to go and tell Boaka, you're from school, you tell Boaka, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, but more agriculturalists, you can see what it meant to people.
But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, you should come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Not just about more 45 years experience. Guess what on the dog? They get no experience. That's so nothing 45 experience.
Okay, thank you very much. Why any?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school. All the children, we are saying, but this time, my mother said 20 o'clock to finish, it can be hard. My mother not affording for me to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for us, for our mother to afford to send us to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business is your mom doing?
Kobo.
She's doing Kobo business. She's selling.
It's bad. And I don't know, since public work gives approval for these big structures building, there's controversial
All the way on the other side. Your man know like talking to Spoon TV right now?
No.
And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school.
Yeah.
No money in the country.
It's bad. And I don't know, since public work gives approval for these big structures building, there's controversial structure in Foya. Did you approve of it? And if you did, who is building it? Perhaps you could throw some light on that as well.
The $10 million.
They alleged $10 million.
$10 million
project because we're not sure of the.
When I have an interview here, Jeff, what kind of way?
But you can approve.
So let's I can begin to address.
Yeah.
I will leave that to the executive branch to speak about the project, because I think, of course, they have some security implication in terms of what the project is.
You didn't approve the construction of that structure.
With that project, like I said, with that project, I will leave that with the executive branch to speak about.
You never have any
on the
input in that
security,
project.
yeah, on the security aspect of the presidency.
What security in nature is that?
Well, I don't know about that. That's what I'm saying. So I will leave that.
Is it a security structure?
Of course, it is. So I will leave that with the security.
Why makes it a security project?
I don't know about that, team.
Well, you call it a security project.
No, I said there's some security implications. So
what is the security implication in that?
I will leave that.
Somebody wants to build a villa.
I will leave that. I will leave that with the executive marshal. Too much.
Just want to know.
But did public works approve it?
No, you said you didn't.
Public preliminary, of course, we saw it. We saw the
You saw it. You approved it.
Well, again, I would say I would not know what the details are in terms of the construction, building, and financing, all of that. I say let's refer to.
Yeah, you're a knowledgeable, smart guy.
Let's refer to the executive.
Why were you approved for that with that structure?
T-Mas, I would say please refer to the executive marshal to answer that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I think that our time is.
The road there is bad, and I don't know, since public work gives approval for these big structures building, there's controversial structure in Foya. Did you approve of it? And if you did, who is building it? Perhaps you could throw some light on that as well.
The $10 million.
Is that the $10 million? They alleged $10 million.
$10 million
project because we're not sure of the.
When I have an interview here, Jeff, what kind of way?
But you can approve.
So let's I can begin to address.
Yeah.
I will leave that to the executive branch to speak about the project because I think of course
they will try, they will always fail. You will try, you will always fail. Mr. Yes sir, before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our heart, together we die. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our party, in our heart. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our heart, together we die. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, our party, in our heart. Mr. Yes sir, excuse me Mr. Yes sir. Tunde now you getting answer. Mr. Yes sir, hear me Mr. Yes sir. Tunde now you getting answer. Mr. Yes sir, after your CS yeah you running answer. Mr. Yes sir, is that how you came to rescue us? We so boku talk, plenty boku talk. Hey, Mr. Yes sir, but why, Mr. Yes sir? The yellow machine butterfly, I wanna hell of a fly. It was about who for the Isa, Mr. Yes sir. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart. They will try, they will always fail. You will try, you will always fail. Mr. Yes sir, before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our heart, together we die. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our party, in our heart. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our heart, together we die. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, our party, in our heart. Mr. Yes sir, excuse me Mr. Yes sir. Tunde now you getting answer. Mr. Yes sir, hear me Mr. Yes sir. Tunde now you getting answer. Mr. Yes sir, after your CS yeah you running answer. Mr. Yes sir, is that how you came to rescue us? We so boku talk, plenty boku talk. Hey, Mr. Yes sir, but why, Mr. Yes sir? The yellow machine butterfly, I wanna hell of a fly. It was about who for the Isa, Mr. Yes sir. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart. You will try, you will always fail. Mr. Yes sir, before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our heart, together we die. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our party, in our heart. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, in our heart, together we die. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart, our party, in our heart. Mr. Yes sir, excuse me Mr. Yes sir. Tunde now you getting answer.
Happy birthday
Mr. Yes sir,
to our own sister Nina Queer. And she celebrates another day today. So we want to say happy birthday to her.
after your CS yeah you running answer. Mr. Yes sir, is that how you came to rescue us? We so boku talk, plenty boku talk. Hey, Mr. Yes sir, but why, Mr. Yes sir? The yellow machine butterfly, I wanna hell of a fly. It was about who for the Isa, Mr. Yes sir. Before you bury CDC, you must look in my heart.
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And as usual, we ask that you hit for us the share button. Hit us the share button. Let's get started. Hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members. Let us get ready as we bring you what we are supposed to bring you. So again, we urge that you do us that favor. Yeah, we do us that favor, please. Hit us the share button, share with friends, share with family members. and let's have a wonderful, a very, very wonderful time. Let's have a very wonderful time here. So do us that favor. So again, want to say welcome to all. Sorry, the lighting system. We're trying to see how best we can be able to set up the lighting system. Is we want to give you the best, nothing but the best. So just bear with us while we try to do this together and make sure that we correct the mistakes. All right. So again, all of you are welcome under the Palava Hut. We want to invite all of you, want to welcome all of you so very kindly. So while we get started, let's bring you this. Let's bring you this while we are getting fixed up behind the scene. Let's bring you this video that is going to usher us into our today's discussion. Yeah, let's bring you this video and then
You talk to Spoon because Spoon fool the people in the book of Braga. Yes, you have been having 45 years experience and see what going on here.
The fact that hardship will always be around.
Law for the country. They just
We are not going to school or children. We are saying but this time my mother said 20 o'clock for it to finish. It can be hard. My mother not affording for me for her to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for us for our mother to afford to send her to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, favor? So what kind of business your mom doing?
Kobo.
She doing Kobo business? She's selling across there? All the way on the other side? Yeah. Your man know like talking to Spoon TV right now?
No.
And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school?
Yeah.
no money in the country. The country very hard. Like even before, I think Joria turns out better because we get one or two. But so the new people getting power, the speaker shit, we are having two speakers. The artificial speaker and the real speaker. The real speaker just resign. But they put in our parliament, they get law for the country. They just seeking a set interest on the ways on the committee, so they forget about the country. They do all type of stuff. Spoil the country image abroad. Can you imagine? You look at the capital building, catch your fire burning. What the men and they're fighting for power. Don't see what
But why do you think things are hard in the country? What do you think is responsible for the harsh economic situation? Is it the fault of the government, or is it the other aspect that has to do with the fact that hardship will always be around?
No, the government, for me, what I know is the government not having contact.
Contact?
Yeah, the president, because if you look at the president cried up on University of Liberia or PSC, he got nobody outside that you know. He sells a property, he never exposed himself because he's a man, he's very savage. He never show himself with people. But for me, what I noticed, the president attended LU and get PSC degree, so he had no connection outside. One of the meeting, bang.
You think that's the reason why there's an economic hardship in the country?
And the justice system in the country not fair. So no one can look at them living money and bringing abroad and invest because abroad law is very fragile. They don't respect the law.
When it comes to the business, things are not really improving because the economic system is very high, money is not coming in.
And major subjects. So we hope that our children will do well in times to come. Performance as a pass rate in 5 subjects in the board of the
Business that before.
Okay. Yeah. People not doing business as before.
Yeah.
So money not coming in.
Yeah, money not coming in.
Okay, let's talk about the exchange rate, for example. What's the exchange rate right now?
The exchange rate gone to 200.
200?
Yeah.
When was the last time you changed? Hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government.
all right, so hit for us the share button. Let's get ready, let's get started as we do this together. Again, we urge that you share with friends, share with family members, and let's have a wonderful time. A very wonderful time here. As usual, we want to say you are welcome. We thank and appreciate you. There are going to be a lot of discussion here today. And in order for you to be a part of our today's discussion, You can make use of the comment section, or you can call. Whenever you choose, you can give us a call and let's do this together. It's going to be wonderful. You already know the number. This is the number. You already know the number. So you know you can call and you will definitely have the opportunity for us to be able to share the platform together. So please do us that favor. Hit the share button, call, and let's, have a wonderful time together here. Let's have a wonderful time. So I know there are a lot of issues to be discussed, but one of the important issue that we have on our agenda that we want to begin with while we wait for our people to join us, and they will be joining us, has to do with a program today that took place in Banga, Bon County. Just bear with me. Okay, so a program took place today in Banga, Bon County, where Mr. Joseph Nyuma Boeka was a part of that particular program. He attended the program today. And just so many things happen. Many things happen at that particular program. So some of the videos, we'll be bringing you some. We'll be bringing you some of the videos. So just bear with us. Just get ready as we bring you all of the videos that we're supposed to bring. I'm sorry, I'm trying to set up some things. I get different monitors here. So when you see me doing like this, the good thing here that we do is that this is not just putting the phone up and then going live. It's not just putting the phone up and then going live. This has to do with all of the things that we do here. We have about 4 different computer sets. So before we come on, we got to make sure that every other thing that we're supposed to every other thing that's supposed to be in place, we definitely put it in place. Yeah, so when you see we're going up and down, observing here, there, Yana, is because of that. So just bear with us. Let's flow together. Let's have a wonderful time together, and we will be good. So let me see. I'm trying to make sure of something here. That is the player supposed to be taking all of this video from. I want to set it. I set it, but then just now something happened. So just bear with me. Yeah, just bear with me while we try to bring you. Let me bring you something while I'm trying to set this up. So just bear with me while I'm trying to bring you this, and then we can together do this and do it very well. So just bear with me. I am trying to. Okay, let me just bring you this.
I stay at home.
Okay, so
Then I'm in the palace. I will have double hope. For Liberia to be back,
It will not be me. It will be you. Because I know where I came from. I came from Japan to Milan, from Gibraltar to Monte Carlo, from Gibraltar to Paris, from Gibraltar to London. The best city in the world, and I know how I'm supposed to live. You don't have one skyscraper, but every day you know too much. For 171 years, you keep talking, you are clever, and you're going to start looking at this. And when people die, it doesn't matter how many go on the street, you say criticize. But I can guarantee you, not one of my administration that will be worse. Political movement say we are leaders. Those that want to be leaders must set the example. You see, I live in this country. I've suffered for the country. Some people walking 50 years they left. They did not come back until the democratic process. Or back and forth. In every corner of the Liberian society, whether I was in Guinea, there's this, I was there. Whether in Africa, I was there. Whether I was in Thailand, I was there. Because I believe in this country. That's what I think that. So those are different politics that believe that you stay running campaign, you want your own. The time to coexist, you want your own. You have been finished. You now or you make the Pakistan no more. To build a country, we were leaders in the opposition. We joined the government. We joined the government. We worked in the government. I was peace ambassador for this country. I had a budget to bring peace for this country. While opposition leader, I was the biggest opposition leader. 2005 for the state. We have to give away. I know I was beaten down so many times, but I'm used to falling. You know I must step up. Sit down, sit down. I'm used to falling. Do you know how many defenders that keep me down? But at the end of the day, so keep talking. The country, the government need your help. You can't be that clever and stay out of government. Then you don't want to change. So, you all that come with different political parties. Just the other day, I called political leaders to bring ideas on the table so we can see what we can do for our people and our country.
Okay, so just set for us the share
All
button.
the leaders stay away. And send the deputies. But the deputy could not express their actual thoughts because the material was not given to them to explain. So they came with their own agenda and they'll say all kind of things that are not supposed to be said there.
So, fellow Liberians, again, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you. As usual, we say hit for us the share button and let's get started. So, just share with friends, share with family members, and let's all have a wonderful, a very, very wonderful time. So, today something happened in Liberia where Mr. Boyka attended a program. And that program he attended, according to them, according to the government, was the National Assembly of Chief and Tribal Governor. And that program was held in Banga, Bon County. And that dialogue was to bring together traditional leaders from every part of Liberia in order to discuss the issue, according to him, peace, unity, and development. So that was the program that was held today. And I want to play you some excerpts from the program So we play some stuff there from the program while we carry on this discussion. So let's bring to the program. Program. Access on the program.
As we begin this all important
I want to go to a place.
we now like to invite the Honorable Leila Hawanari, Superintendent of Home. Our development partners. Come on. Special song. Let me now end by briefly describing how this National Assembly will proceed. This National Assembly will be chaired and presided over by His Excellency President of Liberia. It will be the participatory town hall.
So here is Mr. Bueka. I just want to give you evidence of the program. And here's Mr. Bueka.
Dressed in his traditional attire, His Excellency the President is disembarking in his vehicle. And we greet ourselves with this song. Boy.
There is something that I want you to observe in this video. You see how Bueka is struggling to walk? Are you observing it? Are you observing how he is struggling to walk? He moving left, moving right, moving left, moving right. Are you observing what is happening there? No, I don't want you to believe me. Observe a movement. Observe a walking movement. See how he is walking. Let me carry this back. It's a place we are coming. For all of these details, I want you to observe it. Look at how he's walking.
Boy.
You see that? You see how he is walking? You see? I hope you see how he is walking, right? And you observe this other hand. I want you to observe something, right? I want you to observe something. No, let me tell you something, my people. Nobody should deceive you. Nobody should deceive you. When you are a political leader, when you are a public official, nothing about you is private. I want you to understand this. When you are a political leader, when you decide to go for public office, nothing about you is private. Nothing. Nothing about you is private. The only one that will be private are the one we don't know. The one that we can observe is private. So don't allow someone to deceive you and say, oh yeah, the president, and we can't talk about the president here, we can't talk about the other one here, we can't talk about the other one. Don't be deceived. Don't allow anybody to lie to you. Do not allow anybody to lie to you. Because the health of the individual has to do with the way that person run the office. So it's important. So nobody should lie to you. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to talk about the mental health. We're not supposed to talk about this. No. When you are a public official, we talk about everything. We don't leave anything behind, including the people that you go with. We talk about them. Don't be deceived. Don't allow anybody to lie to you. Oh, yes, we are supposed to do that. So we have Bueka, because the reason why I'm playing this video, Jeremiah Kun made a statement today at that particular program. Jeremiah Kun made a statement. He made a statement. And we're going to play that statement. We are going to play that identical statement. So I want you to listen. I want to use this time to welcome my brother, the Honorable Secretary General of the DMV Chapter CDC USA, the Honorable Frank. You are welcome, Chief. How are you, sir?
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. Sorry for coming on late.
No, no problem. No problem.
We had an inspection, and then from the state, and then so there are some, they gave her two, how they call it, deficiency, but we were good. Actually, out of 10, they gave her 2. So it's a 2 that we've been working on, doing some recommendation and seeing what we can do within the business. So that's why I came late.
All right, no problem, my brother. You are welcome as always, and we appreciate the fact that you are here with us. So, fellow Liberians, we are going to play you this video, and we will be able to talk about it. So, here's the video. I want you to watch Mr. Brecker movement, and also watch his left hand. You will see that in the left hand, something is in that particular left hand. That is almost like a pressure ball. I don't want you to believe it. I will play it so you can watch it. Boyka is getting frail. He is getting tired by the moment. No, we are not saying it because we want to say, you know how we're saying it? We are afraid of the way our country going. Because from all indication now, it is proving that Boyka is seriously going down the drain as far as health is concerned. We are concerned because his decision, his ability to lead us also is dependent on his health. You cannot have an ailing president and then you think that nation will be better. The nation will also be ill. So it's important. So let's watch the video. Watch his movement. Watch what is in his hand. You will see some kind of blue thing in his hand. Let's watch it. I don't want you to believe it. Let me just get it here. And we are going to play it. Okay, so we move. Here is it. So watch it. Let's watch together.
Dress is traditional attire. His Excellency the President is disembarking in his people. And we will greet ourselves in boy.
You see that? Look at him. You see that? Look at the hand. Look at how he's walking. You see how he is walking? You want to put your hand in your pocket? No way. He gets only blue in his. Okay, you see the blue thing there in his hand? Let me carry this back so you can see it. There's a blue ball in his hand. Okay, you see what is in your hand? Almost like blue or green. You see what is in your hand there? You see what is in your hand? It's like a football. That football there is like, a pressure ball. Usually people who, they can use it to help people know it. I'm not a health person, but most of the time these people get it. They can be squeezing it in their hands, for some kind of medical reason. Observe here. Okay, you see the hand? See here? Okay. Let it ball down there in his hand. It's like a small ball. It's in his hand. Okay, you see the hand there? Fine. I want to stop the hand very here so that all of you can see. You are seeing the hand right there. Let me come to my brother Frank. Again, I want to say welcome. My brother Frank, there are other issues, but the reason why we want to show this is because we're going somewhere. I want to hear from you. You observe his movement. You observe his walking. Let's play this video. Go further. Look there. Why he is walking. You see there? There you're walking. Somebody who will be pushing from the left to the right. You see there? You can see the left hand. You see the left hand? See the how he's walking? Look there. You see there? Okay, fine. Look at how he's walking. Look at his step. You see there? Look at the hand. Still get that ball in his hand. Whatever the ball is or whatever that thing is in his hand. Now let's move this and come here. My brother Frank, why is it important or why is it not significant for us to talk about the health of the president? Again, I want to repeat this. My people, y'all were in radio land, y'all were watching us from all over the place. Why is it that it is important? Or why is it that it is not important? It is not relevant at all for us to talk about president health, the health of the president. My brother Frank, because we have so many topics, we hope that we can discuss at least 2 minutes, since it is you and I here, the other people, they might come. Let's hear from you. Why is it important or why is it not important for us to talk about it? Let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. I think in every nation, the health of a president is very paramount because the nation lies on the shoulder of that individual. So if the president of a country is ill, that means the entire nation is ill. That means every citizen in the country are sick. The citizen may not be physical, but the reality here is if anything happened to that president, the country would be stuck because until that president can return. Now, somebody may say, hey, you have the pro tempore, you have the vice president. I mean, the three branches of government will still be functioning. So what do you mean by the country, will be stuck? Again, you should understand this is Africa. We don't live in, let's say Africa is not part of the Western world, right? In the African countries, basically, or almost everything's are being done by the president. Name me one democratic nation in Africa. No. But again, let's get back to the topic. The health of the president is very paramount because everybody rely on the president. That's why anytime things happen, you don't see people really focusing on the three branches of government. You don't see people focusing on their representative or their senator, right? Especially in a society like Liberia, where everything is the government. People are not really educated on the various branches of government and what specifically people need to go after when it comes to those senators and representatives, especially certain things within the country. Everything in the country, we think it is the president. So whenever, for example, that we have right now with the current president of Liberia, it's very concerning. From the campaign time, I observed Joseph Imam Boakai. I knew this man was ill. The truth of the matter is, the video you just watched, for me, I knew this before, and I've been saying this before. Boakai is suffering from stroke. And what you see going on there is the effect of stroke. So sometimes, in some cases, when somebody is suffering from stroke, it doesn't mean the whole body. Sometimes some people, the whole body, they suffer from stroke, right? And then sometimes some people they suffer from stroke either on the left side or the right side, those things, or either from the waist down, right? Stroke come in different forms, right? I'm not a medical expert to give you like the different type of stroke, but I'm just telling you stroke come in different form. So with Joseph Imam Boakai, his only struggle with stroke is from the left side, and which I observed a very long time. So because of the stroke that he have, when he walking, you see that one side is up and then the other side is down. So the ball you see in his hand, mostly people that suffer from stroke, they have those things. It's like a therapy. So some therapy of stroke, right, it's not always in the case that you go there to the doctor or to the therapy every time, right? Most of the time, some of those people, they do therapy at home. And what you see in his hand is a round ball, right? He hold that ball so that his hand cannot close, cannot, how to call it, lock. The moment Walker take that ball from his hand, his hands or his fingers going to lock. And that is why when you pay key attention to it, he always moving it in his hand like that. If he stop moving his hand and wrapping his hand on our ball, you will find out that his finger will close, his finger will lock. And that's the reason why he always have it doing it like this. And because he don't want for people to notice it, most of the time when you see Walker walking, like his left hand is always in his pocket. And when you see him always, his left hand is always in his pocket because he do not want for people to notice it. Even as that, his right hand that he used to greet. If you watch Walker Kinley when he's greeting someone, right, you can see the stroke is also even a 13 coming to his right side. His right hand is always close. So when you greeting him, right, you that greeting him have to hold his hand. Okay, has to hold his hand to greet him. So his hands, his fingers are always locked. So the ball is there. When you really look at that ball, sometimes it's even warm. Some of those balls are warm, and some of those balls, they are magnetic. So like they keep, jerking you, not jerking you where you feel like it will harm you, but it's kind of it have like electrical shock in it, like jerking you a little bit warmer, so that you keep moving your fingers. Again, those are some of the things that we observed during the campaign time, and we knew about these things. And the fact that, right, and the fact that someone suffering from stroke, that also means, right, their brains are not functioning. So when you see someone suffering from stroke, it also have a trickle-down effect on the brain. So that means part of the brain, is not functioning, right? It's kind of strengthening. Like when you heard the vice president, right? The vice president, he spoke about it one time that this papa is, he's not, correct. He's there, like he even got to do this. His brain is there. He knew exactly what he was talking about, but he didn't want to come out to say this man was suffering from stroke. Most of the time, when people are suffering from stroke, it also come from brain damage as well. Their brains, are being damaged. And the reason what I'm telling you this, the places that we work, that we do assessment, some of these things. When we go do assessment, we go through some of these things. We assess people who have these things, medical issues and things, and then before doing our analysis to send it to the insurance company, right, on help that they need. What can we do to give help to this person? So we do these things and give recommendation about these things. So when you see me going this far, it's because of what we do when we're doing our assessments and things. So the reality here is, most of these people knew that Boakai was ill and he was not coming to function for the Liberian people, but they were going to use Boakai for their own benefit. And that's why they push some of these things, for Boakai to get in power so that they can use it to their benefit, so that they will continue to run. Because I can tell you, Boakai, what the time Boakai get to go read paper? No time to read. He don't have time. His brain is not functioning. Part of this brain is damaged. And that's why I keep saying, this man is not 80 years old. He's not in his 80s. This man is in his 90s. The truth is, he does not know his age. He does not know when he was born. All right. He just came out with some figure. All right. But again, this is what we have to, go through. That's the reality of Liberia. Liberia is actually sick. Let's be frank here. Liberia is sick. If Boakai is sick, if Boakai have a stroke issue, that means the nation as a whole is suffering from stroke because things will not be done to his notice. Things will be done to other people's notice who will just come and whisper in his ear, and then they run with it. And that's how, as we speak, the country is running. The truth of the matter is, Boakai is sick, and his supporter, the UPS, they don't want to talk about this, and now they're focusing on someone who is not even in power. Boakai is the president for Liberia. He is not the president for the UP or the UPS. He's a president for every political party. He's a president for non-partisan in that country. So if we are discussing his health issue, it shouldn't get to no one, because at the end of the day, Boakai does not represent the UPS or the Unity Party. Boakai represents the nation that they call Liberia. If Boakai is going outside of Liberia, if Boakai is attending any diplomatic meeting or whatsoever that you call it, Boakai is not going as a partisan or as a UP candidate, all right, or UP chairman. Boakai is going as the president of the Republic of Liberia. So if we are discussing his health issue, we are discussing it because he represents everybody. And these are some of the things that some people do not understand, but they feel that they are so educated, they feel that they knows everything, and they feel that when you're talking about the government or when you're talking about Boakai health, then they feel that you are talking about the chairman of the Unity Party as a political party. And that's not what we're talking about. This is not campaign time. But the truth is, Boakai is sick. Boakai is not well, and Boakai is old. He's not fit to carry on that country, even for the next 4 years that we have. We should be very careful, or else it's going to be different thing.
Thank you so much. I want to welcome my brother, Detroit. Thank you again, for joining. We are looking at the health of the president. Why is it important for us to talk about it? Why is it not really important for us to not talk about it? Let's hear from you on this.
Yeah, salute to you, Frank, the CEO and the followers.
I'm sorry, let me respond to someone. So one of our brother on the YouTube is saying he can't find the link to share it. So I think it's Emmanuel, right? It's brother Emmanuel. Yeah, you say you can't find the link. I don't know what is happening. I'm trying to check Emmanuel, bro. You say you can't share, but I'm checking to see, because on the messenger, on the Facebook, I'm sharing, and on the how you call X, I'm also sharing. But if you say you are not seeing it, I don't know what is going on, but I will keep checking it. Yeah, welcome, my brother Wilmer. Go ahead. Thank you. Mabu Rogers, how are you?
Yes, salute once again to Frank, to you, the CEO, and to the followers. Always respect, and just share the video. Sharing is free. If you share the message, you go outside there. That's why we're here for you to share the video as we contribute to the debate in Liberia. Yeah, Prince. This is not a new thing. The president is old. It's old. And the surrogate of the president, the men that were in the inner circle of the president, Henry Kusa, as I will quote him, when Jeremiah Kun, Prince Johnson then knew that why Prince Johnson brought the vice president to the United Party. If everybody can remember, nobody was taking on Jeremiah Kun to become vice presidential candidate. There were two people who were in the running, Nyomli Kanga and Alexander Cummings. But in the twist, Prince Johnson ran away from the CDC side. He brought the MDR to the president. And because of Nima Kante, the president believed, and when you win Nima with the help of Prince Johnson, and today they came to power. So Prince Johnson knew, if you see that video of the late Prince Johnson, he will tell you in the video, he said Jeremiah Kun will be in control, Nima will win. So he believed that because the old man was feeble and the age factor, he believed that Jeremiah Kun was going to take control of the country. But Prince Johnson never knew that the constitution that govern the whole country, he never read the constitution. I always say that. He never go in details of the Liberian constitution. No clause in the constitution say when you president sick or you income, the vice president will take power. No. The vice president only take power according to our clause of the constitution on death and impeachment. So the surprise, now the surprise, but today, I think you saw the video. I sent it to you, Prince. I think I sent a statement to you. And the vice president make a damaging statement. I don't know where country was campaigning. Very damaging.
You send it to me in my WhatsApp? Or?
No, I sent it. I said you should check it out. I think.
Oh, okay.
And the program you can go on.
I will get it.
On Kings FM, they play that video.
I will get it.
So it made a damaging statement. The security apparatus. It's a very damaging statement. If you listen to that video, you will be surprised. The American answer for power. If in a different country, different that reality. If in different country, the security apparatus they will question the vice president why he made that kind of statement. He said the president will not see all of development. The president will not let to see this kind of development under the road connectivity and other projects and other things. And how can a vice president, you in the way to support the president? The president appointed you, the president brought you on his ticket. Then you're making a kind of damaging statement. It's serious. If I was different person make that statement, you will see the Unity Party people coming against that particular person. It's very damaging, my friend. Very damaging statement by the vice president. I don't know what country or wherever you are in campaigning, campaign move and other things. Then, sometimes God can let you to sleep. Yeah, God can let you to sleep. So you will know strictly the intention of the vice president. The vice president is very anxious for something to happen. Well, that's why I can baffle the Unity Party. The people that sort of be looking at, the people that you sort of be checking for, within your inner circle. That is kind of people. Not the former president. The former president only waiting in the wing for 2029 to convince the Liberian people and compare the work of the Unity Party and the work of CDC. Then the debate would be that then how Liberian people would say, okay, we need George, we are back, or we continue with the Unity Party. But I always say, I said, beyond 2029, Joseph Boakai will not take part in the election. There will be a political ranking within the Unity Party, because if you look at it, the statement Jeremiah Kuhn are making, the hierarchy of the Unity Party watching that statement, but they sort of question the vice president. Real country, they will question the vice president and say, but why you made that statement? Why you say the president will not see some development? What planning? What cooking? It's damaging, friend. Maybe after the show, if we don't have the video, you must just check it out. It's circulating on social media now.
I will play it now. And fellow Nigerian, let me play it. I'm going to play it now. Let me play it.
Yeah, play it. Thank you.
FM. Let
listen. Play it. Let everybody listen. Let the follower listen. A damaging statement.
This is it. I'm going to play it. Let's just listen to this.
Yeah. Yeah, your friend had discussed it. Yeah.
Some of the project are taking out. I don't know what is project and said they want to take it. So let me show you. Just listen to it for yourself. Let me bring you the video so you can listen, so you can have a listen. Let me bring you the video.
We're not here to preach propaganda. We're here to relay the statement to the Liberian people. It's not a palaver, it's not a propaganda place. Hey, this is the video.
President Brian went to some of the road and you will not see some of the road So let's be careful. Some of the people keep on road there. The reason why they keep on road because you are going to
so everywhere to do your own interpretation of Vice President Paul's speech. So what does it imply? Now your boss, the president, what do you mean the president will not see some of the road? What are you foreshadowing? What are you sensing? Predating that some of the development is doing. Joseph Boakai might not even go to dedicate. Maybe he will not be available. Maybe imagine Kun saying this. Let me play you a video so you can listen to Kun. His speech today, Banga. Yeah, they may be dating. That maybe 2029 Joseph Boakai might not attend some of the dedication of some of the projects they're undertaking now. I don't know what the project they said they're undertaking. So let me show you. Just listen to it for yourself. Let me bring you the video so you can listen, so you can have a listen. Let me bring you the video. Let me bring you the video. Yeah, there, man. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, I can see that, man.
Who the people who want to share our family? The government President Brian went to some other road and you will not see some other road.
Now, I want to stop this right here, Jake. I think all of us heard from the vice president. They wrote in out being just that you want back out when I even see somebody wrote in. When I even go there. My brother Frank.
Let me conclude. Let me conclude.
Okay, yeah, conclude. Sorry.
Let me remind the followers. You see, the Unity Party doing the service to Joseph Heman Boakai. Disregard what political differences. But we want for somebody to come to power through a democratic means. Let the people elect you. If you can convince the Liberian people, let them put you in power the way they did for George Weah and other people. But coming from the back door to become president is ugly. Let me remind the followers here in the Unity Party that watching. Please, they will cause this so that said they only concentrating on CDC George Weah. No, George Weah is not your cup of tea. George Weah will be your cup of tea 2029. You're gonna even look at the CDC right now. CDC concentrating on building a party here. The people, not the people we here to look at. Please let me remind followers. The rental of plane, the rental of stupid plane. The president was landing in Liberia. You saw that accident with the plane, but the president was lucky at that time. You see, the Unity Party, that whole accident that happened, that mini accident that happened, while our president of the Republic of Liberia was arriving the country, they put it under the carpet. Nobody know who hired that plane, who the inner circle within that president hired that plane. That could be another way of assassinating the president. We don't know where they hired the plane. The Unity Party take it for the team for them to take serious. The president let threaten before everybody are. The killing camera member was highly me. But they let us other journalists, they said no, they were not happy. We'll get the video. The Unity Party, they put the team on the cover. They never discussed the team. The president never set up a committee to say, but how am I playing for almost to make accident while we're learning to Liberia? Then you can remember, Prince Johnson said Jeremiah Kun will take control. Look at the video. Jeremiah Kun knew who they said Jeremiah Kun made a statement that the president's brain is going down. Him follow in the old age war pamper. You can see the desperation of the vice president. The desperation of the vice president that want to govern in every form. Because the president going over 2 years now, 4 more years coming. Like by 2027, 2028, the political arena, the field will change. Where's the NSA boss that went the way the pleasure of the president? Where all these security apparatus? The only thing they do, they wish something for Nati Kofa. They need to call the security apparatus. The president is the president of the Republic, commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia. All security apparatus under the president wing. They should question Jeremiah Kun. Why you made that statement that the president will not see all the other projects there? Why
cooking? So much. Let's play this, fellow Liberians. I want us to play this before our brother Frank comes in. Thanks to Liberia Action TV, I want to play this. This is clearer from here. And I want you all to listen.
Who the people who want to share our family? The government President Brian went to some other road and you will not see some other road there. So let's be careful. Some of the people keep on working at the reason why they keep on right because no road to work to the village. Even if you are working for 4 days, I will go there. They will see how come. We the people who want to save our family. The people talking, President Brian went to some other road and you will not see some other road there.
My brother Frank and Mrs. I want to hear from you. This is not the first time this particular individual making these kind of statement. As we speak, there is a serious battle. Augustine Pehe Gafwan on the other side saying that Jeremiah Kun wants to, succeed Joseph Numa Boeka. Jeremiah Kuntu is on the other side fighting Yombli Kanga on the other side. And this man continue to make statements that are very detrimental. We saw these people going to Ghana, making arrangement for people who will take over leadership. My brother, let's hear from you. What should this concern us? What should we discuss about it? Let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you so much, Brother. And let me say this first to the King's FM presenter. He said Kun was making a prediction. That is not a prediction. You cannot say this man was making a prediction, but Kun is on tips in so many cases saying that this man have a brain damage. His brain is dead, right? And he's on a tip saying that in 2017, Boakai told him he only wanted to rule for 1 term. That was 2017. So if he was going to win for during the 2017 election, and then 2023, he was never going to run, right? However, he did not win. And then he lived to see 2023. And then he came and won an election. Let's put it that way. So basically, right? If indeed Kun told all that 2017, this man was not, he was going to win. Then 2022, he's not going to win. He's not going to run. But right, 2023 or during the 2017 election, right? Or let's say the 2023 election, Boakai was not supposed to go in the first place because if he had made a pledge before that, 2023 he would not go, right? Prior to winning 2027, and he did not win. He did not win 2017. The truth is, if Boakai knew that he loved this country, he should have ran in a 2023 election because he was going to be a wasteful president for Liberia. Now, another example, right? That was not a prediction because this man, Prince Johnson, right, had a conversation about he should go as VP because the president was not going to end his term. He was going to die. We're saying it this way because that was the conversation, I believe, Prince Johnson and Kun had, because Prince Johnson is on tape saying Boakai will not live for the 6 years and he will die. And then your son will come in and then we will have a president from Nima County. Prince Johnson is on tape saying that. So Kun and Prince Johnson have said a lot of things behind closed door about Boakai not living for 6 years. He will die. So if Kun is on tape again saying that this man will not see those developments, right? He will not see roads, right? He will not even be able to go there. That also entails within this man's 6 years is going to come for a time. He's going to be ill and he's going to be in a house, okay? He's going to be in a house. He's not going to have a time to even come out to go inspect roads, right? And I can say this, Brother Prince. Boakai last terms of traveling out of the country, riding private jet, is 2027, right? 2027 is Boakai last chance riding private jet, going places. 2028, Boyka will not be able to get in plane again because he will not be able to get in plane due to a health condition. Okay, he will not be able to get in plane due to OH or aging problem. So he will not be able to get plane to travel for 16, 17 hours in the air. All right, he will not have that strength. He's going to be weak and he's going to be suffering from dizziness and stuff. Now, we're not saying this because people think that, oh, we are supporter of different party, and then we are saying, no, he is the president. We are not discussing UP. We are discussing the president of the Republic of Liberia. The truth of the matter here is the president of the Republic of Liberia have from now to 2027 to attend any diplomatic meeting, to attend any conferences, to get in plane, to travel for 16, 17 hours. After 2027, Boyka will not have the strength and the capability to get in plane, to travel for diplomatic meetings or conferences or whatsoever. He will not be able to do it because of aging problem. Boyka is going to be sitting in the house. The truth is the truth, and that's what we're saying. Whether you like it or not, he is not the president for UP. He is the president for the Republic of Liberia. And if he is the president for the Republic of Liberia, that means we have to discuss him as the president of the Republic of Liberia. That's the truth.
Thank you so much, my brother. My people, sometimes when we say these things, there are some of you who get in your feelings and you think that we should not talk about these things. But I want you to understand, fellow Liberians, Joseph Numa Boyka is not your personal property. Joseph Numa Boyka is answerable to all of us. And all of us will have to critique Joseph Numa Boyka from his health to what he say to where he go and what he eat. We all have the right to critique this particular man. So those of you who you get in your feelings when we talk about Joseph Numa Boyka, nobody should talk about the man. Nobody should talk about the man. Well, we see where you are coming from. We see where you are coming from. But everything about Joseph Numa Boyka is attached to our life. Everything about Boyka is attached to our life. There is something that I want you to understand, my people. When it comes to the importance of the health of the president or of Joseph Numa Boyka, why should we consider it as a national issue and we should talk about it? The first thing I want you to understand is that the health of the president can effectively fulfill their duties and responsibility. A healthy president, in other words, when the president is healthy, he can fulfill his duty and responsibility, without any kind of, doubt in the minds of the citizen. So a healthy president can effectively, forcefully, robustly carry on his duties and his responsibility. A healthy president and his physical well-being can also impact his decision to make leadership. That leadership decision that is needed at a particular time. The health of the president is important because if the president is not healthy enough, his decision-making ability will be impeded. There are times if you need an urgent decision to be made on a particular issue because of his health condition, he may not be in the position to make that particular decision, or may not be in the right state of mind to make that decision. At the end of the day, it will have an adverse effect on the nation, on what happens in the country. For example, look at the issue of Amin Moda. Amin Moda took almost about $90+ million to buy a car. At the end of the day, he wrote a communication and said, I resign. Did we hear anything from Boyka talking about this man must face the law, or he must do this or must do that. Who know what at that time Joseph Numa Boyka his health condition was not too stable for him to say anything about that? Who knows? So his ability to make sound decision is also affected by his health, and it can also affect us as a people. Now, the health of the president is important for us to discuss because it helps with public confidence in the leadership. The public can be able to believe that, oh yeah, the leader, okay, they make a strong man, they can make good decision. So public confidence can be restored in that particular person based on his health also. The public can be able to get confidence, be assured that our leader, he's okay, everything is going on fine, and blah 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 and stuff like that. I want to say this to you, Liberians. These few days that people were running around saying, oh, President, we are not where, oh, President, we are not where, including members of the opposition. You know why they were running around? Look, today I had this particular thought from God speaking to me directly. He said, Prince, there was a reason why people were concerned about the health of the president. Even the opposition, they were also concerned. And he told me directly, he said, you know why? He said, because right now, the entire nation is looking at President Weah as the immediate savior of Liberia, as the one who is to recover the losses and the damages that have been done by this old man. The people, even in the opposition, they are concerned. They just try to make politics, but they are concerned because they feel that President Weah is the only person right now that can be able to liberate that particular country, because they saw what he did when he was president for 4+ years. You want to say 6 years? We know Ebola take 2. Corona took 2. But if you want to say 6, let go ahead and say 6. So even those in the opposition, they are seeing that Boyka is not performing, and one of the reasons why he is not performing is because of his health condition. The time they were supposed to go to discuss serious issue, he in the hospital. Have you asked question why he went to go to Dubai when they left from France? Why he make a stop in Dubai? You think Boyka is well? Have you asked why people are misbehaving in the country and stealing like this? They're doing all kind of things, take 26 million and put it in the budget. They say for other compensation. And Boyka cannot talk the man who say he come to rescue the people. There are some members of the Unity Party who are even in the government. They are not satisfied. Listening to people when they talk. Listen to them when they talk. Go in the markets, interview these people. Liberians are concerned about the way things are going. How would this man who claimed to have all of the experience come to take power then in less than no time? Things are going down fast. Things are deteriorating. How did this particular distance? Joseph Numa Boyka is inconsistent in his decision making. He's very inconsistent. To the extent that you will get to understand that Boyka is not in control of what is happening to some extent in Liberia. He's not. He is far from the people. He is far from the rule of law. The Boyka who promised us and said it will not be business as usual. Boyka is on record. I'm not the one saying it. Boyka said it will not be business as usual. We cannot bring the same old people back and they will do the same old thing. We sit there and fold our arms. Why is it that these people are even doing worse? And Boyka is sitting, Boyka can't talk. The health of the president is important to all of us. The health of the president is a national issue, and we will discuss it. If you like it, that your business. You not like it, that your business. Let me show you something here. You see here, like we're saying, I show you what was in the president hand, what was in Joseph Numa Boyka hand, right? You saw it. My people, let's be fair and be frank right here. Joseph Numa Boyka is sick, and that's the reason why you see his decision-making ability is becoming a problem. That's why you see the government, as we speak, is not even in any kind of correct shape, form, or condition. I show you from the beginning, you saw Boyka handball, the ball, what was in your hand? You saw it. You saw that handball. That thing is for contraction. Let me put something up here for you to see. You see here? When you look at Boyka hand, if that ball, that pressure ball, is not in your hand, Boyka hand will experience serious contraction. And when you have stroke, it affects your brain also. The brain is affected. The part of the brain that responsible to make that hand move, that part of the brain is affected. It's affected. You are not the same no more. So look at this picture. Let me show you. I hope you are seeing this picture. Look at this picture here. You see this picture? Now look at this picture. You see here? When you look at this hand, people who get stroke, if they are not using any kind of pressure, how you call, some kind of pressure ball or some kind of thing to straighten the hand, that hand will curve like this. So that's why you see some people, they will take something like a bandage and put it on their hand. A kind of pad, they will put their hand inside. Or you see, they always, like Frank said, they always playing with that ball so that they can experience that contraction. Look, you see the picture here? And let's go to the executive mansion for you to see what we are talking about. We don't want you to believe us. We don't want you to believe us. Let's go to the executive mansion for you to see what we're talking about. You will see Bueka with that particular ball in your hand. The blue ball will show it to you. For those of you that are just coming, let's go back so you can be able to see the ball that we're talking about as he was coming in. Let's go back so because we just want to talk. Look here. Let me play this quickly so that our people can see.
Yeah, again.
Okay.
We have students on this other end.
So they send it down for him to step on it. As low as this is, everything before for him. Look, as low as that car is. Observe what is happening to his hand.
Dress is traditional attire. His Excellency the President is disembarking into
See that? Observe. You will see the hand. You will see his movement. See that? Again, it's on the hand. You want to put his hand in the pocket. Left hand. You want to put his left hand in his pocket. Observe what was happening here. He wants to take his left hand and put it in his pocket. He missed it. He missed the pocket. You know, that close, he ain't got no side pocket. So just observe. See that? You want to put your hand in your pocket. Come here, observe just now. You see, you want to put your hand in your pocket. You see, you want to put your hand in your pocket? No way. You can put your hand there. You get the ball. You see the ball in your hand? You see the ball, right? We'll show it again and I will pause it for you to see. Let it ball. You see the ball in his hand? And people, you see the ball in his hand? I'm sorry. Let me carry this back for you to see. Let the ball right in your hand. You see the pressure ball in your hand there? You see the ball in his hand? The reason why we're discussing about the health of Joseph Numa Boeka is because it has to do with our nation. He's a public figure. He's not your personal property. He is a public figure. No wonder why you see the country going the way it is going. No wonder why you see Joseph Numa Boeka disrespecting the rule of law. No wonder why you see some of these things are happening and people in the man, that kind of way there, and this, that. It's a serious issue. His ability to make effective decision is impeded by what we are looking at. Oh, there's a serious issue. In as much as this man is not too healthy to make decision for us as a people, as a nation, it's a serious problem. The president's health can influence national security and crisis management, if you don't know. That's what we're discussing about his health. The health of the president, it can be able to influence national security and crisis management. That's why you see him behaving the way he's behaving. That's why you see the security, people like Gregory Common and behaving the way they are behaving. Because Boeka is sick. He don't make a sound decision. So at the end of the day, Gregory Common goes, Papi, we're doing it correct. That for your interest, that we're doing it for. He's not using his brain to say no. You cannot treat the people like this. The police cannot be a brutal force towards the people. You don't do it. Look, everybody is now, when you see the government, you will know that the government is fragmented. Everybody is now fighting for recognition to get their place that they want to settle down. Augustine Peye Gafan doing his own, using the budget, want to steal from the Liberian people. Jeremiah Kuntu doing his own there. He want to have absolute control. Yombli Kanga Lauren doing her own. How you call and Rachel Kun doing his own. Gele Como is also doing your own. You going to other country for 21, going salute, and all kind of nonsense happening in the country. Joseph Numa Boyka's ability to make sound decision is affected by his health. It is the right of every Liberian to know the health of our leader. It is important. It also speaks to transparency. You know, the Unity Party, they are not transparent. There's the reason why we'll continue to raise this issue. These people are a bunch of liars we are dealing with. They are a bunch of criminals and crooks that we are dealing with. That's why we'll continue to raise this issue. We are not raising this issue because we hate Mr. Boyka. No. We are raising this issue because we love our country. And the nonsense we're seeing happening in Liberia is because of Boyka poor health. That's why these things are happening. And to the extent where the vice president will go in public, there was the same man who said, I said, what you cannot run again. In my power at the area, the man we used to buy pimple for him. In other words, the man used to kaka on his head. He used to kaka on his head. Yeah, I want to use that word. The man used to kaka on his head. So the man was telling us the same way, and we heard what Prince Johnson said. Prince Johnson said, Lord, Jeremiah Kun, we all heard that clip. And Prince Johnson said, they think yeah, Jeremiah Kun, that you will be there. Now Joseph Newman Boyka will be there. You know the man sick already. You know the man sick. It doesn't mean because when the man said you Jeremiah Kuna, you will be there. He was not, maybe we shouldn't just limit it to him, going to see a heavenly creator. But it could also be his ability to lead. So Prince Johnson was telling Jeremiah Kun, the man's ability to lead is impeded. So you will be the one making those decisions. But now we see Jeremiah Kun is not the one making the decision now. He is not the one calling the shots. It is Stacey Queer or Augustine Pay Gafan who is controlling the budget. That's why you see Joseph Newman Boyka is putting all his Kisi people to the place he's supposed to put in, the Lufians. Look, Jake says something on the show, and I will find a time to play that show, the repeat. Maybe tomorrow or so. I'm not going to come live. I will play that repeat of that show that you had on King's FM. There were a lot of things that you revealed. And as I listened to that show, I started to put puzzle together. There are a lot involved in that particular show. That show, there's a show for people to keep and repeat it. Brecker know that his health is not in its best position. So when you see Brecker putting a people here, put one Kisi man here, put one man from Lofa here, this, that, Brecker is doing these things intentionally. He is doing it intentionally. Because he knows that these people will be able to help him to lead. If anybody want to come that is not in that circle, they will start fighting that person. Look at the army at Kisime or from Lofa County. Look at the people person who no, when you control money, my people, you control the house. It's fair in Liberia. And I know for other country, because I know in other countries they see when you control the money, my people, you control what the people say, what the people do. You can get Gusting Pay Gafan can look at someone at $3 million and put it in some kind of group and say, look, you know what? That they want you going. So Jeremiah Kun is fighting for his position to be recognized, while our man Augustine Peye Gafan is using the money to also bulldoze away. That man is from the University of Liberia. He's a soupist. They are trained in that. They know how to honor mine. They know how to be able to bulldoze and find their way. This training, this casual training, when we went to the university, we were taught all of these things. Thank God that we are not novice. They think we're playing fun where there will be a serious fight, beginning next year. Observe, watch, and see. And instead of the budget going, observe, watch, and see. Under no circumstance and condition, $100 million will be used without any accountability that the president will not sit down and say, no, something is happening. Let's call the finance minister. We got to talk serious talk. So when you see the president is not talking, we question his health. My brother Jake, I want you to use the next maybe let's say,
Let me ask mom if probably we will change topic.
yeah.
So the followers here, let me remind you again. Well, let me remind you, the real stooge for the Unity Party, you like it or not, that were really in the inner circle, have the vice president here at that time. Nobody else within the Unity Party, our Henry Petro Costa. Disregard. But let me tell the follower here something. It coming to reality now. You know what, Samuel? You know what Henry Costa fled to the CDC last minute? Let me remind the followers. When Henry Costa knew as we speak, he had the president medical record facts. He know the doctors that the president used to visit. Henry Costa made a damaging statement. The videos are there. When Henry Costa heard Liberians that Jeremiah Kun was coming on the ticket, why Henry Costa did on a particular show, he was angry at how he painted the president, vice president as a him was selling pack. He was selling him on pack because Henry Costa knew deep down. He knew after all the dirty work we have done for this president, all the propaganda, the smear campaign, then the guy from the MDR don't know nothing with the Unity Party coming to be vice president. Then in the twinkle of the eye, he will become the president. He will become the president of the republic. Because he know why you were all over the internet, lavishing, talking all the crazy thing because he knew the president at the facts. Henry Costa, today's date, he know the president record. Let me remind you again. Why Henry Costa stay in the confines of the Unity Party with all the damaging report? You know why they stay keeping him around? Probably they won't gain lucrative position because he had that president documents keeping somewhere that in case anything, he will leak it. He will leak it. So what they do, they team him around. And why he not visit the president, do anything with the government, he TC them. So he know the record. That how when the things were going on, he flipped to the CDC side in the thinking of the eye. So for to damage the whole United Party because he now wanted for Jeremiah Kun to become president in any form, from the bad door, from what kind of door. Then he believed that when Joy we are going to retain the second term, Joy we are going to leave the political atmosphere, our political life, because according to our constitution, you get 2-term rule, you cannot come back. And Joy will be going to the age of 60. I was Henry Costa was calculating, but the Liberian people and the cheated in Nimba County with the elect of the Yellow Johnson. Today you see George Weah coming back in the picture. But Henry Costa, he said it on his show that George Weah will retain power. Then he will go in a sunset. He will go after his 6 years whatsoever. Then he will go in a sunset. Then the new, because he was calculating the new generation of Liberian will take they will take the mantle of authority. Then all the old people that were in the corridor of our politics will not be around anymore. That was a calculation of Henry Petro. That's why he flipped, because he knew the president record. He knew it. He still had the president document. So it's not just happening that he flipped to the CDC staff because of reason. Because he despised Jeremiah Kun to the fullest. Because he said, we suffer for this thing. Then they may become vice president. Then in the twinkling of the eye, when something happened to the president, then he become president. He see like his vice president. That why now you see the vice president making all the damaging report now, all the statement that he's making. Listen, it was a great the Unity Party, they're taking the eye from the ball. They only concentrating on George Weah. We as society to African country, the vice president will be questioned tomorrow morning. What do you mean by that statement? The NSA were descending. Every member of the Unity Party, the contention were descending on him. Then you tell the Liberian people why he made that ugly statement. It damages. If a CDC or other people make that statement, they will say that threat.
Sure, definitely. They will definitely say that's a threat. But now the vice president is making that statement. And let's watch this thing. Delon just told the Liberian people about how Nimbanians are people who We play that clip. We put it together. But my brother Frank, conclude on this issue. Let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, let me conclude. Yeah, we'll move on.
Thank you, Prince. I mean, the truth here is, we want for Liberian people to understand that Liberia is sinking. Liberia is in a sinking sand. You know, when they came to power, when they won an election, right? And we were saying, or some people were saying that the democracy of Liberia, as I'll paraphrase it, was gone or is sinking something. And we said that no, actually the democracy of Liberia is gone at the initial stage. We say it's gone. Liberia does not have a democracy. All right? Because Liberia will be a nation that will be run by individuals in Liberia, and that is what's going on. I mean, we knew this, right, Brother Prince? During the election, Walker was taken on a stage. I think it was the closing of the campaign time, where the last day of the campaign or so. He went to go give a closing statement. And when they made the introduction, Walker did not know what to say. He sat there and then started to ask and say, what am I going to say? What like he made those statements. Why are we here? Why am I here? What am I going to say? A whole presidential candidate on the day of the closing of the campaign, where you were coming to give your closing statement about the campaign, how you have campaigned against your opponent, and telling the Liberian people why you are the best, why you should be chosen. But you came and forgot why you were there to tell the Liberian people. That's one. Another area that we knew Liberia was in a sinking. Walker was on a stage to speak again, once again to speak. And time for Walker to be called on the stage. Walker stood up and started walking away. They ran behind him, caught him, and they brought him back on the stage to let him know that no, we are calling you to come and speak. You are here for this event. That in itself also means everything Walker said, it did not come from him. It was written and given to him. And he rehearsed it. There was another time again, Walker was on stage speaking. And after he got through, and then the security behind him, the security started to give command about what should be done after Walker is done. And Walker stood there and said, oh, is that the protocol? I mean, these are just all examples that I'm giving to the Liberian people. For you to understand, we have 4 more years to go. These are the reality that we are going to deal with. And I already said to you today, Walker get up to 2027 to do his last travel. 2028, 2029, Walker will not have the strength to go anywhere to get in plane. Walker will be in a house where his diaper, his pamper will be changed. I doubt it if they are not even double the pampers on him when he travels. This is not mockery, folks. It happens to people when they are in their old age. So what we are saying here, we are grateful to have a man in Liberia of that age. But again, we are saying it because he is a public figure and we are addressing him as a public figure. We are not addressing him based on his age, because some people will come and say, don't you respect somebody? Don't you? No. We are addressing him because he is a public figure and we have to address him as a public figure. We are not addressing him because of age and those things, because these are the things that we continue to do in Liberia, and people continue to make mistakes. We are in a different time period that things have to be discussed accordingly. The truth here is Liberia is in a sinking sand, and we are all sinking. Whether you live in Liberia or you are out of Liberia, we are all sinking.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Liberia is on a sinking sand. We are sinking, and this is no joke. We are seeing it every time. My brother Jake,
Yeah.
this I want us to talk about. This is concerning. This is scary. Few days ago, the entire government, their attention were focused on quote unquote 36 buses. Oh, we got buses. Oh, we got buses. Oh, the problem solved. Oh, we got buses. In less than 1 week, because just a few days ago the program was held. In less than 1 week, the first bus that we saw on the road, they were going there, they click, 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 click. Today they took bus and carry it to just transport students from one end to the other. The first bus break down. First bus, it broke down. The same for the second bus. The second bus they started, is that doing kien, 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 kien. Driver say, I bet you're happy to push it small. It will start. The children push, 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 push. No way. They look at it for long and say, but then I think it's good. Let's go to the second bus. Let's go try that second bus. And I want to play this video, Liberians. I don't want you to believe what we are saying. Let's play this video. Courtesy of Front Page Africa. I want to play this video for our people so that they can witness what we're talking about here. This is it. That is pushing bus. Bus off. On solid air before somebody say he's in the mud. No, when he's in no mud. Ground is solid. Students say go to the other one. Say leave the other one, let's go try the other one. Let's just listen. Now, my brother, you hearing this thing this guy is saying? The other driver then they won't even drop them because the boss is already a paka. So they won't even try it. You hear? No, it's not something that we're making up. You are hearing the guy saying, say there's the only good driver. The other driver then they won't help us. They won't drop the student there. They carry 2 buses. The first one broke down. Second one, there's the third one. Student pushing. My brother, what they speak to us about the whole yellow machine thing, are you afraid? Because if these people can start bringing in 1888 bus that will only run from Monrovia as soon as Rito Banga forget it tire already, the problem where they will get on that bus there will be more than even $20,000 US. Jake, I want to hear from you. What is your feeling?
Yeah. It's a little bit laughable. Because the boss, we took, according to the president, we took loan from the Echo Bank. We took loan as a president, Katiloy, that we take millions of dollars from the Echo Bank to bring these buses to ease down transportation for the Liberian people. But they see, now what I was saying, CDC people loyal, they seriously loyal than the Unity Party. Actually, the loyal to the core. These guys, they're not loyal to Joseph Boaka. if he can remember, they only used the old man to campaign because he was a little bit popular, that he can compete with George Weah and take the mantle and authority. So that while they were in the corridor waiting in the wind, spraying all the gibberish, now they came to power. None of them in the interest of the president. They're not thinking about the president's legacy. That's a problem. According to Fakao, according to the United Party people, Fakao, they hard to learn. These shows then are running around, and they play, they sort of be taking points down from the land. But when they critique them, they angry, they vex. No. Don't go to friendly platform. Go to platform where you will learn and come together and say, yes, we're making mistake here. I told the person that bought the bus, if the Unity Party smart, they disgrace the country, they disgrace the president, they disgrace the Unity Party. Because Joseph Baker was competing with George Weah, because George Weah brought in 45 buses, he decided to bring the same amount of almost the same amount of buses. See, they kind of crumble buses in Broad. Okay, buses, old dated buses, where they put tea and renovated it in whatsoever that India, what place they took that particular, another Tata boy, where they took that particular Sunni from, they brought it to the country. So it's a shame on the Unity Party. They call so-called artists working within the Unity Party. They don't want the president to have no legacy because they don't even believe in the president. But often the initial stage, they never knew they wanted to win an election. They never knew that they wanted to win an election. They were not setting to, because George Weah win the first round of the election. But I mean, during the second round, and they did that damage. That how all of them came together now to steal the election. The election was stolen. We can see that the facts is already written yet now. So this boss, the president need to ask the real question. Like, we said here from the beginning, we've been saying that if the president was actually in control, he will fire people. He will fire people. He will sack people. He will sack. This particular boss, the bosses that they brought, they never did good service to the country and to the president. Look, George Weah, I've said it. George Weah damaged the Unity Party. He brought competition with them. He changed the narrative of our country. The politics since 1847. You come to power now, you got to develop. They got to see your fingerprint all in the country. It's not about back arrest anymore. It's not about food. It's not about the rest, the powerball rest. When the old government lie to liberate people about powerball rest. We talk about infrastructure, the healthcare system. All these things, they must be intact. So the Unity Party cannot march it now. So what they do, they're going for old bosses. They don't get patient. In the country, and the president, actually, it's a slap in the face to the government. Slap in the face. All those are brought in board. The president need to bring them to book. Bring them, call them in-house. Say, how? In less than 1 week time, 2 weeks time, you're made me to enter this bus. I paraded with that bus with fame, everything waving my hand. Even the criticism from the street. So in less than 2 weeks time, so why I say, if the president children are even doing service to that father, these are the things where the Joseph Baker children get angry and tell their father, who bought these buses? Who doing the thing? Yeah, because if you look at the country is in disarray. Everybody calling the shot. Different group calling the shot. The old man is not in control of reality. Let me flip-flop quick before our brother come there. Old age happened to everybody. Let me tell you something what happened in America. Donald Trump is 79 years old now. 79. That's my party I like. I like the GOP. You know why he brought J.D. Vance as vice president? He brought a young guy because he believed in 2 years' time, he will be feeble. He'll be 82, 81, 82. So he ready to take on the battle. He made one statement in the Oval Office. I still get that video. I saved that video. He said, I will not be like Joe Biden to be walking a step, be falling. No. So now I notice myself not having the same, I'm not thinking the right way. I will call the shot. I will say I retire. I will pass the baton to the vice president. I will pass the baton to the vice president. The president not in control. Now why Jeremiah Kuhn went to friend said it. Now why Jeremiah Kuhn hurry up and went to that particular place to become the vice president. Because the president disregard all that thing they're doing to the president. They're shooting the president. They're hiding the president. They're covering everything up. The United Party notice for that. So we just pray God that the president can take us to the 2029. When I say pray, now you believe in my story. When I tell the president will not go beyond 2029, you see the writing all on the wall now. He can never, he will be 85, 86. So because of time, that what brother coming quick.
Let's hear from you on this bus issue. This was the president who are in the boy you are waving. Hello. And he gave a speech. Before you come in, let me just play this. Maybe wait. Let me play this, honey. Let me play this short stuff here for you to, incorporate it here. Let me see where are we. Just bear with me. Let me bring it right here so we can put this inside this, and then I just want to play a few bars. Then you can take us from here.
Yeah.
So I want us to listen to this quickly, my people.
Reliable and timely for consumers and land travelers.
You say the bus is reliable. That the bus now the how you call it the MTA director whoever that he the one talking here. So
That being said, let me see the country way now. The boss just here. The boss just see here. Nobody going to be collecting money there.
and yeah, they say they will not
Now what
collect
the
money,
president say.
but we can
Now
show
what
you
the
video
NTA
where they're
say.
collecting money. I'll get that video. I will show it to you.
You will get your card. The same way the brush scratch card here. You get used to that process. You buy your scratch card, you swap it, you go inside. You get your card, client, I want it home.
If people can lie until
Because when
then
that
in the
person
bus,
use it, the money finish.
but
You
let's
can't use
listen.
that card again. That way, we can pay for the buses and we can keep it sustainable. And that is the dream of our president. Mr. President, today you have demonstrated to the Liberian people that connectivity is a possibility. Modernization is a possibility. Safety is a possibility. Efficient transportation network is a possibility.
I will start right here. My brother Frank, let's hear from you. Because look, when we say in Haiti, let's hear from you. You hear the people talking about message modernization, effectiveness, reliability, this, that, all the other things, safety. Even though they get nowhere in the bus for how you call people with disability or people with special need. But let's hear from you, my brother, on this bus issue.
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. Let me say this first. Do you all remember what happened with the hand pump issue in Bapolu, where Mo Ali spent $10,000, but he told the Liberian people he spent
20,000. The man spent $290,000.
no, but
295,000.
yeah, hold on, Prince. That hand pump cost 10,000. Hold
Let me
on,
go for the story, sir.
I know. Hold on, Prince. I know he spent that more, right?
Okay.
That's what he said. But what I'm saying here is right. That hand pump does now cost $285,000. He spent $10,000, but he lied to the Liberian people and said he spent $285,000, right? Now, and then he used Boakai, the president, to go and present it. What I want to say here is that was an exact thing that happened with these bosses. Now, let me say this. For some of us, we were so fortunate to go to school in Ghana and to go to school in the United States. Both of my degree, my bachelor and my master, I obtained them in the United States, both on scholarship, academic scholarship. Now, during my schoolings in Ghana and the United States, we were taught to read and define words according to the passages you read or you read. Now, having done some research about these bosses, what I conclude or what I've got in the context of what I read from these people and what they said They took money from EcoBank. Let me say this to the people that are listening. We are about to put hole in this boss issue. Now, let me give some breakdown before I can get to the detail. According to them, the contract is for 60 vehicles. 60 vehicles.
Yeah, before you go ahead, let me just do this. According to them, the project in Bapolu was $250,000. $250,000 that lasted for 1 week. So I just thought to make that point. You can go ahead, sir.
So that is exactly what they did to these bosses. But let's continue here. According to the contract, they said the contract is for 200, let's say 60 vehicles. Now, the 60 vehicle comprises of 35 buses, the 35 buses you saw, right? Now, 20 mini, 20 mini buses. The 20 mini buses have not yet come. Now, 5 cargo truck. The 5 cargo truck have not yet come. But they said to us, they took money from EcoBank. Let's continue. Like I said, we're about to put hole in here. Be with me. Now, the agreement for the vehicles, for the 60 vehicles, according to them, not me, according to what I read, what they put there, is 3.94 million for the 60 buses. 3.94 million. And according to them, in 3 years, this money is supposed to be paid back. Now, if you are telling us you took money from EcoBank, then the money you took from EcoBank, the money you took from EcoBank is 3.94 million. Then that means the 60 vehicles supposed to be in the country. The 60 vehicles supposed to be in the country. Now, because according to, they never broke it down to say, we took this amount from EcoBank and then we put it towards the bank, the vehicles. But they said the vehicle was purchased through EcoBank. They took money from EcoBank. They did not tell us how much they took from EcoBank. But they told us here, 3.94 million is used for the bus, right? Now, they said to us, they put 500,000 towards the bus, the 35 bus that came. I divided the 500,000 by the 35 buses. I got 14,285 each. So that means the 35 buses you saw in the country, for now, 14,285 went for each. Now, in 3 years, right? They're supposed to pay for the bus or for the buses, right? The 60 cars that will come. Now, I divided the 3.94 million by 60. And I got $65,666.6667. Basically is $65,666 for each bus and for each car. And that's what we'll be paying for the 3 years. And if you calculate the $65,666.6667 times 60, then you will arrive at the 3.94 million. Now, here it is. Here it is. According to what I read, now I have given a breakdown, but according to what I read, they said they credited the money from EcoBank. But as I was reading, what came to mind is, what is ABK Bank, Motor doing in this transaction? Because the government went straight to EcoBank and they took the money from EcoBank. So the government went and bought the vehicles. Where is ABK Motor coming from in this whole negotiation? So that was the question I asked as I was reading and setting my hypothesis.
Yeah, according to them, let me just answer that. According to them, they said it is ABK that is taking on the contract.
Okay.
According to what the government is saying, it is ABK that is taking on the contract. ABK is the one that buying the buses for the government. So ABK went, collected the money, and purchased the buses for the government.
Okay.
And they took that money, and the ABK took that money from EcoBank, according to what they are saying.
Okay.
That's what they said.
So that means it is not the government that went and credited the money from EcoBank. That means it's not Liberia. It's because we have to make things clear here. Because if these bosses is already malfunctioning, it's not working. Because we have to make, and this is where the lawmaker have to come. These bosses are already breaking down. They have to make things clarify to us here. So that Liberia will not be responsible for the $3.94 million. And that's why I took my time. I read these things, I read it, and I broke it down here. Because they are yet to explain to us if it is ABK the money, it's not like
Deputy Minister and the Minister, the young lady sitting next to me.
Yeah. You want me to go ahead, Prince? I should continue. Yeah, so if it is ABK Bank that credited the money and not the Liberian government, not Liberia that credited the money, Liberia should not be responsible for the $3.94 million because these bosses are already breaking down.
How money lead you?
So ABK Bank is the one that went and credited the money, not the Liberian government. So instead of the Liberian government telling us, they went and they negotiated with EcoBank and they credited the money to buy these buses. Let the Liberian government come and tell us it is ABK Motor that went and credited the money and then came to the government and they want to run a business through the government. And the government will not be responsible for damages, and the Liberia will not be responsible if these bosses break down. Liberia will not be responsible. It is ABK Motor who is running this business. It is ABK Motor who will pay back the bank and not the Liberian government, because they came up in what I read. They did not say it is ABK that paid the 500,000. Brother Prince, what I read is said the 500,000 was made by the government of Liberia.
Sure. But I think we can hear from Boyka himself. He is here. I don't know if we can play a few bars of this, but let's see if we can play it.
So you can go to the southeast and it's going to be even better. You can go to Lofa.
Yeah, is there people going to here Lofa with Bozu?
I don't care what you say, it's going to just get better.
Let's see, maybe.
So we want to say thanks to the motorcycle riders.
So we carry this in front a bit.
You shouldn't forget people who will create space for you. But for the development of the country, for their own safety and their future. And we intend to do that. So today, one in times when we needed them very much, and we still need them. To be putting some of these young ladies going to school, put them on the motorbikes and all that. They are bosses for youth, for the people. We want to make that clear. Yesterday we had a meeting with the entity to make sure that maintenance is put in place, to make sure that the collection system is put in place, to make sure that stopping places in other countries you go. And also we discussed the issue of payment. Sometimes money can be tempting, but we launched the
It's going to
digital
take us a
program.
time because time is already here. But in this particular clip, he made mention of, Echo Bank, ABK, Echo Bank and the government where they took that 3 million fund to buy the buses and etc. And they also talk about you listening to what the director said, that nobody going to take money on that bus. It's going to be ticket system. But that's a lie. I get video here with people receiving money, entering the buses, just like it has been normally. You pay, you give your money to the conductor tears on a paper and give it to you, you go and sit down. But let's go ahead
Yeah,
from your end.
so I mean, this government is known of lying. They made a recording about road being built all over in Liberia by one person, and Baka came here and took that recording and started playing it for the entire America, 50 states, to believe in that. One person spoke on behalf of 5 to 6 million people. Baka is on tape. He's known for lying. These guys, they can lie. I mean, what I read, it says the government made a payment of 500,000. The 500,000 that was made towards the car was made by the government of Liberia. It did not say it was made by ABK Moto. It said Liberia. So they are not telling all things here. Now, if it was the government that went for this loan, how much $1 million that EcoBank gave them? Because if you went for the loan, EcoBank, if you went for the loan, let's be frank here. If you went for the loan, you told EcoBank, we need $3.4 million. EcoBank gave you it. If EcoBank gave you 3 point, because that's the amount we need to pay back to EcoBank. Maybe, let's say they took the $3 million, right? Then the 0.94 is the interest. Let's just say that way. The 0.94 is the interest. So we have to pay back like 3.94 million to EcoBank. So if EcoBank gave you $3 million, why did you take 500,000 out of 3 million to put it towards car? Where is the rest of the money? Because in what we read, it did not say the government will go back for the rest of the money that they left there, because they took $5 million, they put it towards the car. So they did not say EcoBank gave them 500,000, and then after 2 years they will go back for the rest of the money to run it up to $3.94 million. That just the 3 million was given to them already. They signed a deal. They went to EcoBank. Hey, we need this amount. We want to do business. And EcoBank gave them that amount. And EcoBank gave them the interest rate and said, look, in 3 years' time, this money you take it, you will pay back 3.94 million. So you can't tell us, say, EcoBank only gave up 500,000, and then in 3 years, we're going to give EcoBank $3.94 million. So that's that exploitation right there. That is exploitation. They are not explaining this thing to all right. How many million you took from EcoBank?
My brother, you are asking the critical question, and you are right. But we are dealing with a bunch of criminals coming from Joseph Numa Boyka himself down to the least man. These people, they are where they are because of lies. They've never been truthful. And that's the reason why for us, we don't battle. Who told you we can, who told you guys that we can receive a lot of communications about different things? But my people, all of these things we're just talking will pass by. This government is noted for being very insincere to the Liberian people. Remember what Boyka told us during the inaugural program, the money that was given, that they were going to set up an investigation, that nobody was going to get away with what happened. They were going to ensure that it is investigated and people account for their action. Where are we today? Who are those accounting for their action? The inaugural funds, the Miata family, then the party chairman, then all of them, they zero that money there. Who is accounting for it? Did we get any report about that money saga? No, let's even leave that. Have you forgotten at the executive mansion when Joseph Numa Boyka, minister of foreign affairs took the children money for in the name of scholarship. And Joseph Numa Boyka said they will launch investigation. Where is that investigation report? Where? Let even leave Boyka office. Let come to the first lady office, Katumu Boyka. You remember the scholarship? Where her staff took the people money and said, we'll come and give you a scholarship for you to go England to go learn book. At the end of the day, what becomes of it? What becomes of that particular incident? No, let even leave that. Let's come to the 74 names, ghost names at the executive mansion. Where is the report for that 74 names? And they came out and said, no, nothing got missing. They made strong more. And that's where we are today. Let even leave that. Look at what happened to Bapolu County. $250,000. Thousand. One of my men can say thousand. $250,000. These people were able, Mo Ali, according to him, he said, go pay hempon to Bapolu. The hempon is just last for 1 week. As soon as Boyka tell about how that hempon was falling. But then they say they spent $250,000. What became of it? Davla. These were the people who were given $22 million to ensure that the road is pliable. Yeah, Joseph Numa Boyka. So, the papa here is a pathological liar. Joseph Numa Boyka is a liar. The man struggle with lies. That's one of his deficiencies and one of his sickness. He struggled with lie. So to lie, Joseph Numa Boyka, he don't even bite his tongue to lie. He don't even go here there. The papa lie with both face. He look in the faces of the Liberian people and lie. That's who Joseph Numa Boyka is. When you are dealing with a criminal of that particular nature, you need to always be on his back. Look at what is happening in Liberia. These people lie to the Liberian people that, oh, they, how you call harmonization, that was a crime. That was the worst thing that ever happened in Liberia. The harmonization proved that the government even get time for you, blah, blah, blah. Today, where are we with harmonization? Look at the budget. The budget itself is a mirror of the people criminal attitude in Liberia. While we get hospitals that's supposed to be catering to the poor people are getting less than nothing. The government put $26 million in the place there and say for other compensation. That's what they say, other compensation. Up to now, we know what they call other compensation. Other compensation. What is other compensation? We are yet to know. So these guys are a bunch of criminals. That's why our mouth should not move from on there. You see, when you are dealing with these kind of people who are very, very, very criminal minded, your muffin need to rest. You need to be on a morning, afternoon, night if we get the time. Every time we get the time, we need to expose these people because they are criminals. Look, the Unity Party, my brother, they are not afraid to commit crimes. That's what we should understand. It's not like, other parties that will be afraid. Say, no, we can't do that kind of thing. International community will tell, and they will not be looking good. We'll get bad record. Who told you Boyka and his gangster they get time for bad record? The people ain't get time. The more report comes out about Liberia, about our democracy, about our system, how the system is bad, the system is that the time the minister can press the gas. Good, they say, let's put it inside. That cause more problem. So the Unity Party is not afraid to lie. Look, the Unity Party is funded, the payload of the Unity Party is based on this thing. These people will lie for dinner, breakfast, and supper for common like that. The only reason why we are exposing these people is because thank God for education, thank God for social media, thank God that we are reading beyond them. Before they can even come up, we've already gone to do our research. The people then who are attacking budget, they're attacking the people then who are attacking their behavior, they're attacking. So we are spread ourselves in a way. But these people are criminals. They do not hesitate to lie to get what they want. The people can do anything they can unalive people in order for them to get what they want. Look at what happened. What they didn't instill fear to the extent Boyka was saying, if we win the election, there will be no Liberia. So when you are dealing with a criminal of that particular nature, you need to be very, very, very careful and you need to be very vigilant. That's the kind of people we are dealing with. Imagine our hospitals. We don't even have drugs in our hospital, But Joseph Numa Boyka can take $1.2 million to buy motor car. Motor car, why you can take to buy. Our hospitals are without drugs, but Joseph Numa Boyka, oh, the papier is good. Oh, the papier is doing well. The papier, oh, forget it. The man, he's equal. He's equal. Look at the money that these people are spending. Look at the kind of money that these people are spending. Look at the money that these Boko are spending on something that is not even beneficiary to the Liberian people. Say other compensation. What is other compensation? We are yet to know. What is other compensation? We are yet to know. Yet we are yet to know. According to them, they put in the budget, they say other compensation. The other compensation now, me and you, we stay asking about what are the other compensation. Boyka know very well that his days in the presidency can't go beyond 2029. That's why he's stealing with both face. In less than no time, they may be in 10 million place in 4 years. While our hospitals are without drugs and doctors, nurses' salaries are not increased, but Joseph Numa Boyka traveling allowances and budget increasing. Our doctors and nurses and police, they are still making ends meet. Not even ends meet that they're making. That macroorganism meets the making because when you can't see with your eyeball, you need to use microscope. That's what they're making. Because at least when you say ends, it's a little bit fat. But these people lied to the Liberian people and said they were coming to rescue. Is this the rescue that you people asked for? Is this the rescue? Joseph Numa Boyka is a disgrace to the Republic of Liberia. He has taken our nation down to the drain. We have lost our value. The presidency of Liberia has no value again no more. Nobody can respect that office. Imagine people are booing the president for his criminal. Ejado say these people are vision. Ejado say they can foresee what is happening in the future. The boo that they were booing. Look at the car go broke down. The car broke down. That they want you wanted for people to stay on the street and be clapping for you when the car passing. Car where it going? I'll get out of video. I'll bring out of the car passing. A lane like a lane Jackie, a lane like the Imagine car where they say that brand new car get plastic on it. A lane sangana away. Maybe I will get that video. I'll be able to send you. But my brother, let's hear from you. And fellow Liberian, those of you who want to contribute, if you care, even though we are at the end, but you can give us a call. You already know the number. The number is right here. You can give us a call. My brother Frank, let's hear from you what you have on your listing there.
Let me just conclude with this whole issue here with the card issue. And, because if the government came out and they said to us, it is ABK Moto that took the loan from the bank, why is the government making an initial payment of 500,000? So it is a joint business by the government and ABK. So if it is a joint business, then the government is supposed to tell us how much ABK Motor going to pay at the end of the 3 years towards the car and how much the government is supposed to pay. They need to clarify things to all here. But what I want to say here is, after reading and breaking down things, it is somebody within the government that went to ABK Bank. That's why this whole thing did not go to the house, because by right, this supposed to go to the house because he's talking about like we're going to credit money from the bank. Because what happened here is, I want to believe, I may be wrong, the bank will not give the money to Liberia unless if it is legislature approved. Because there had to be signature that this is Liberia. Now, if it is ABK Motor that went, ABK Motor signature have to be there. So who are the people that signed for this loan? So what I want to believe here, after reading and analyzing and breaking things down, somebody within the government that control Boakai went to ABK Bank, along with ABK, they took this loan, this money, to come make money out of Liberia. And then they went to Boakai. They see where Boakai nominating people who are not qualified, like somebody that he nominated who can't even defend government, but rather trying to quote from somebody, Yeah, government is the people. That my people now. Yeah, and my people. Yeah, and the government. Yeah, that the people. Is that how you define government? But anyway, the same way Boakai nominate people or Boakai appoint people who are not qualified, who don't know the intent of the job to which they are being appointed or selected for. It is the same way somebody went to Boakai with their business agenda, their private business, and told Boakai that, hey, listen, I want to do this business through ABK Bank. And that particular individual in ABK Bank, they took the loan. And ABK signed up for it, and they took that loan. Now they came to Boakai to pass through Boakai to say it is the government because they want to make their fast money. Because what happened here is they are putting a burden on Liberia. Because if these bosses break down, because it is giving a facelift, right, to Liberia that, hey, Liberia brought new bosses and things. Because the public want to believe that it is Liberia that the government that brought those bosses and things. But again, we have those lawmakers in there sitting down there. It will allow this to happen. Pay for nothing money to companies and individuals who went and took their money. $3.94 million that the Liberian people did not take, the Liberian government did not take. But Joseph Boakai sit down there and allow an individual to run this country and to steal from this country. To these lawmakers, we are telling them to do the right thing because what I'm telling you, Prince, it is ABK Bank and some individual that went and took this loan and then come and put it on Liberia's head so that every year they can give money to them for that 3 years. And the truth here is the money they took, it is not $3.94 million because the government, because if you are telling us by 3 years you're supposed to pay let's say $3.94 million, you're supposed to tell us how much the bank gave you because he told us you made 500,000 payment towards the car. So are you telling us the bank only gave you 500,000? How much the bank gave you that you took only 500,000? What is the rest of the money? What are you doing with the rest of the money that you couldn't pay the car off and be done with it? And then all you needed to do, or all you need to do, is to continue to service the car.
So you are right, my brother. You know, time have caught up with us and we got to go. But there is one thing I want to say before we take our leave. When you look at the budget, look at the National Council of Chief and Elders. When you look all the way down to where you have municipal government sector. Here is it. The municipality government. Look down to 02. That place that is highlighted. For the Ministry of Internal Affairs, they get 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. That's how the budget is. The line that you look. The first line is 2024, second, 2025, third, 2026, fourth, 2027. When you look at the Ministry of Internal Affairs, for 2025, they get about 31,351,199. 26, 25 million. 27, 57 million. Come to the National Council of Chief and Elders. The people who they say they went Banga today to go have meeting with them. Look there. 2024, they receive $174,606. That's what they gave them. 2025, nothing was in the budget for them. 2026, nothing is projected for them. 2027, nothing is projected. Brecker want to use his influence to be able to to be able to influence these people to keep quiet in the country when terrible and dangerous things are happening. My people, y'all watch this. Look at the budget. Nothing is there for the chief and elders. So it's like Brecker is having meeting with them to tell them, say, look, my people, when y'all can't obey me, when y'all can't say what I want y'all to say, you're not getting shishi. Kobo say you're not getting. It reminds me of the prophet or the people who say, prophet, tell us what we want to hear. Now what you have heard from God. But what we want here, tell you. This is what happening. This is concerning for the chief and the elders in the land to not have anything in this budget. Look at the budget. The budget right there. Look at it. All the other people, they getting national identification registry, they get money there for them. The national disaster management, they get things there for them. But for the chief and the elders, they don't have anything. The last time they were complaining that they don't even have those who came from under the regime of President Weah, that some of them were complaining. They say, since the government took over 2 years now, they give us $5. $5 they haven't given us. So this is concerning the elders in the land. Look, when I tell you, I say Boyka is useless, some of you get vexed. Let hear. The elders in the land, they don't even have anything for the elders. Nothing. Nothing there at all projected for the elders. But my people, time is of essence in this thing that we do. And I want to say thanks to all of you. We appreciate all of you for the time, the effort, and the energy. Your presence here means a lot to us. And we respect the fact that you are here with us. Again, if this is your first time and you are not following our page, we want to say please follow our page, please like the page and share the page under the Palava Hut. You can follow our personal pages and you will also get the notification. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. But on this note, we want to say thanks to all of you. And you know, we got to go do our lay 1212. We got to go on the clock. So the time is almost there. So I want to say thank you. We will be here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week. But until we meet again, my people, know that this government, these are a bunch of criminals. And we must continue to put our mouth on them. That is the only way. Again, if you are in the DMV area and you are a sedition, please get in contact with us so that we can be able to put you in the chat room. If you are a sedition living in the DMV, whether in Washington, D.C., Maryland, or Virginia, please get in contact with us. You can get in contact with us through this number that is here, and we'll be able to add you to the chat room. Please, if you are a sedition or you are somebody who is aspiring to be part of the party, reach this number. We'll also guide you through. But until we meet again, my brother Frank, I want to say thank you for taking up the time off to be with us, for always doing this. We know how it is. You just from work, supposed to come and relax. Here you are. We want to say thank you. And to all those who help to share, who are commenting, who even disagree with us, we want to say thank you. On this note, I want to say bye from my end.